Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk Taskmaster Australia. Season 1 is a roaring success as far as I'm concerned. I'm having so much fun with it. We're more than halfway through already. The Taskmaster and his assistant know what they're doing. The show feels right. The cast is great. And the tasks themselves have been really memorable so far. I don't have much more to say before this episode, but be sure to stick around after the episode is complete. We'll break down all the tasks one by one and deep dive into it. But let's jump right into the episode itself right now. Episode 6 from Series 1, Taskmaster Australia. Hey look, it's a spicy chorizo.
It's 2023, times have changed. He should be called Tom Paywave Person. It's Tom Cashman.
Our contestants have been asked to bring in the thing someone else will miss the most.
Oh, so they're stealing from their family or their roommates. This is my...
All right, let's end some friendships. Danielle.
I snuck into Nina's house and stole one half of every pair of her shoes.
What? That's freaking brilliant.
Looking for that Doc Martens. They're like my most embarrassing shoes as well.
How did you sneak in?
Well, Nina lives about 500 metres from my hairdresser and she doesn't lock her front door.
How Australian.
My daughter is going to miss a gas mask that she has in her room.
Gas mask.
I didn't tell her I was taking it out of her room, and it's part of a big artistic installation. But she still hasn't noticed. The room is set up in a very certain way,
she doesn't miss it.
Things are here and they don't move.
You mentioned she hasn't noticed that?
So she doesn't miss it.
My housemate has like Q-tips in a little canister and I brought them in.
Oh.
He hasn't told me that he misses
so
them, but
weak.
I can tell.
He wouldn't miss them. He'll just think they've run out and he'll just buy more. I don't want to ruin the tension, but I suspect you're not going to get many points.
Yeah. So far,
who's
Danielle has
someone
crushed
else
this
is Tom
unnecessarily.
Cashman.
Oh.
And I think that in a basketball competition, he will miss the most.
Okay, are you good at basketball?
I can shoot a basketball ring probably better than him. So
A basketball
Do
ring.
you play basketball?
I've been playing for, I think, 15 years.
great news.
First of all, I want to say that I'm sorry. So I brought in red hair.
Oh no. Oh no. Somebody groomed.
It looks like pubic hair.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
got news for you. I'm not missing that. You're presuming I miss it, and I don't.
What about for the protection from the sun and stuff?
Hat.
Yeah. Trump.
Oh, am I worried it will affect my TV career? No. So, yeah, you're on 1. Nina, the cotton tips, I think you got to be on 2. Julie's on 4 with the gas mask. But you can't fault Danielle. I mean, taking half of Nina's
Danielle
shoes.
crushed that so unnecessarily. Everybody else kind of sucked at that task. I'm sorry. I feel like the others should be marked down, or Danielle should get bonus points in that case, because she's not 1 point better than Julia.
Give ourselves permission to shine this time.
Oh, right.
Lord.
Another team task. Another chance for the bad improv
we
troupe
got
to
some of
lose.
these.
Let's read it all together.
It says reinvent the wheel.
Oh, dear Lord.
Don't
help
read
us.
it all.
Car's axle with something that is not a wheel.
Then drive it to the finish line.
Fastest to drive across the finish line wins.
Okay, can I first ask what an axle is?
It's the bits at the end where the wheels
Yeah,
stick
you have to give it new wheels.
It's the Eggs 3, Luke, Jimmy and Nina.
Oh, boy.
Okay, something that's not a wheel, that's still, that's still round.
Okay, let's
Bagels.
just find something that's a wheel. To the shed?
All right, I'll be here.
Don't break it. Oh. Someone's going to break it.
Secret safe with you, Tom?
Is there any incentive for me not to tell the others?
Yeah. I'll bash you.
Jimmy,
Yo.
Luke sat in the car.
And it broke.
Well, he told me not to tell you.
Okay, so now our team has trust issues. Attach that to that, and then that goes in there like that.
Jimmy should be good at this. I feel like Jimmy's got some basic skill here.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
That looks...
Do you want to wear this helmet?
That actually looks like a really...
Fastest one wins. Just do it. Come on. We're running out of time.
Yeah. Oh my god, guys! I'm with...
Go on.
Yeah.
Can you run after it and tell me if we're going to turn?
You can follow it also.
Yeah, come on, Luke. Why is Luke driving? Why is Jimmy not driving?
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is a solid wheel. Okay.
I won't forget this. You've made a powerful enemy.
Well, we won't forget it either.
Yeah, sorry.
So it wasn't so much a reinvention of the wheel, it was more just we'll get something else that's shaped like a wheel and put it on it instead.
Yeah.
I feel like the wheel's pretty sorted. Like
10 minutes and 12 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, more wheel.
I feel like that was a Jimmy win there.
Surely someone can do better.
I would not say that. It's the Here's Danielle and Julia.
All right.
Maybe.
Well, I'm glad that
Young people just
every...
run all the
Oh, they
time.
found the exact same things.
How to do this? How can I help?
Oh, they did the exact same thing.
Danielle, it's incredible.
I mean, I know I'm not contributing, but what I wanted to do is support you.
No, you're right. I reckon you're right, Sloats.
Oh.
Oh, wait, maybe the wheels come off.
But on every level. What about a lovely, friendly
Oh,
wave
why-
from
why are-
the driver's
why are-
seat too?
They're beautiful.
You need a greater radius.
Come on, Dad.
Oh, what was wrong with the
Put some
fishing
blocks on
float?
the side of it, like this.
Okay. Flintstone it. Oh.
And then it'll go over the hand once those wheels are in motion.
All right.
No extra points. If you have just joined us, for this whole series, Julia and Danielle always have to do a dance at the end of their team
We don't need to
tasks.
keep explaining it.
Danielle, you're 100% focused on the task and you don't care about the entertainment. And Julia, you're all entertainment, no task.
Absolutely.
Between the two of you, you're one player.
This is the one I thought, has she been given a bonus task to sabotage?
I love that Danielle knows that that's an option.
Should we do the big reveal?
I think now's the time for the reveal.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No, Julie's just bad.
Was there time enough to make them win?
No.
What do you reckon?
No.
28 minutes and 55 seconds.
Okay, that should be a 5 and 2 then, points-wise.
They did a good job, but not a great job, so I'm going
Oh.
to give them all 4. And Julia and Danielle can get 2.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's about right.
That's similar times to the giraffe in a bath task last episode, and that got scored 5 and 2 the other way. Oh, I'm beginning to have a bone to pick with Greater Tom. U.S. money. Interesting. Why American?
Age or de-age yourself?
The biggest difference from your real age wins.
What do you call a $100 note in America?
$100, big ones, Button.
Benjamin Button.
$100 bill.
It was there.
It's all about the difference between their real age and the age that they become.
So if you're young, you should go old, and if you're old, you should go young.
Ask me about immigrants. Well, I guess I better head back to the bus stop
Why were you wearing a top hat? What was that about?
because old people wear top hats. I'm it's about 197.
You didn't seem doddery at all. I would say you were about 75.
35 years different from his actual age.
Oh, and I you can't
Luke's
see it,
40.
but I also lost my bowels. Got a catheter, so it's one of the olden day catheters. Just my penis wrapped in a handkerchief.
Tom, what are we doing now?
4 millennial comedians and Julia Morris are trying to either age or de-age themselves.
The 5 o'clock shadow betrays things a little. I would have clean shaven myself at the very least. Pretty good, all things considered.
So I went backwards in age, which I don't know if I made the right choice.
I just realised we could have won if we created a sperm sample and just put that on the table.
Luke!
You were 3 months old there? But I mean, we're doing it by the year. Make it 35?
That means it's currently a tie. 35 years.
We might have to go to months.
Yeah, fair point. 34 and 9 months, 35 years. You just dropped yourself a place. Well done, Jimmy.
Way to go, Jimmy.
Thank you, kind young sir. Oh,
How old are you?
85?
What year were you born?
1937 is the year I was born.
All right, thanks.
Who was that and where did she come from?
I've no idea.
Yeah, me either. But she seemed really cool.
Well, that's really... Nina's not going to be able to get any points.
It was me.
Really?
Yeah.
That means there's a 56-year age difference.
Okay.
All right.
56, that's going to be hard to beat.
Is this it, or are you gonna...
This is it.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what else you're looking for.
Asking for more odds just to clarify.
Oh, that's the most disturbing thing I've seen with milk since Homelander.
I thank God. Oh, God. Hang on, there's a chuzzy coming out the side. I think it's best you look away.
I was happy to take you as one. Then you started to talk in complete sentences. And then you said that you're worried about one of your boobs falling out, which... So I'm starting to think you're 18.
Maybe.
Like to pretend to be a cat.
Maybe.
Because you're an 18-year-old on drugs.
Yeah.
With your age, you've still got a fair bit of wriggle room there.
It's true.
A 37-year age difference.
Ah.
Is she only 55? She beat Luke and Jimmy, though.
Hi, Danielle.
Oh, she's nailing it.
You look beautiful.
You don't deserve to see my tits.
Okay. How old are you, out of interest?
I'm 300.
Do you want to give us a bit of a look at your body?
What do you want to see, young man?
I don't have a particular preference, but I was curious.
Well, curiosity kills the cat, doesn't it? Yeah.
Is your back okay?
No. Does it look okay?
Danielle should win.
So how old were you?
300.
You made a montage of your own life, and in that you said you died when you were 410.
Oh, yeah, she's got plenty of life left in her.
I would like to apologise. It's the first and last time I will ever ask a woman, please show me your body.
It didn't sound great out of context, does it?
No.
All right, well, I'm happy to accept 300 because it's all checks out.
Yeah, but you didn't even have a top hat.
Jimmy receives 1 point, Luke gets 2, Julia 3, Nina with 4, and Danielle takes home the task with 5 points.
Yeah. That's completely reasonable.
This one's a tribute to all the dads out there.
The show's good on the dad jokes, but it looks like we're going barbecue. We're grilling.
Hi. Hi, Jimmy.
Oh, and we're wearing GoPros.
Oh, dear.
There's some bread in there, babes.
Ketchup bread.
Save the snag from the Barbie.
Least burnt snag wins.
Where's the Barbie? What's a snag?
Where's the Barbie?
Yeah.
All the information you need is in the task.
Okay.
What's a snag? That sounds like Australian slang. Is that a sausage that's fallen through the grill and is on the coals? Based on the context, that's what I'd guess.
Should I run? I feel like I should run if it's burning.
You should run.
You know what? It's probably in the kitchen because that's where barbecue would be.
Barbecue in the kitchen.
Oh, no, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Wait, I just want to smell. Do a sniff test.
What do you smell?
I can't smell anything. Maybe I've got COVID. Nah. Too soon. Oh my God.
It's in the bathtub. Okay.
Ah.
It's a decoy. There's decoys.
That's not a sausage.
Nuggets.
In some ways, it looks like you've hit a snag.
Oh.
I suppose you hit a snag just then, didn't you?
I've hit 2 snags.
I keep revisiting Luke's jumpsuit, And I've just noticed that there's actually a Ghostbusters logo under the crossed out Taskmaster logo.
Would you say you've hit a snag?
Dad jokes.
You're wasting my time. It's got to be outside because it would be irresponsible to have one inside.
No one's...
I smell something burning here.
Yeah.
There it is.
Damn it! Oh my God! Hang on.
Come
What
on.
was the task?
Hold on, what was the task?
I felt like a little dog running around on a leash. I actually kind of liked it. I was like disappointed when I found the barbecue. I was like, oh, no more running.
I had to go to the toilet too, but I couldn't because of the GoPro.
What, were you not wearing your handkerchief that day, Luke?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Jimmy, 7 minutes and 46 seconds, and Luke, 7 minutes and 22 seconds.
Okay. Those all seem reasonable.
Okay.
Don't stand still.
Barn.
Barn?
Yes.
Barn? Is a snag just slang for sausage?
Yeah, it said sausage. Snag.
Looks like you've hit a snag.
You're annoying. Okay, so pumpkin and bread. So bread, you have them in soup.
They're just decoys, Danielle. They aren't clues.
Corn, pumpkin, bread. What does that mean?
They're not clues.
Corn, pumpkin, bread.
Nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Corn. There's gotta be a clue.
No clue. They're just decoys.
Is there like a tiny Barbie, like a Barbie doll? That is not a Barbie. That is a burner, and this is not a Barbie. This is not a Barbie, I don't think. The head, that's not a Barbie, classic Barbie shape. Anyway, yeah, so I'm done that.
And you spent the whole task trying to work out a pattern that wasn't there.
Corn, pumpkin bread.
And I was like, there's got to be more than just running around aimlessly.
Sometimes it's just that. Sometimes it's whole episodes of just that.
15 minutes and 50 seconds.
If anyone can find a sausage, anyway, all right. Is it like a Barbie doll Barbie? And then how long have I got, babes?
It's fast as twins.
Oh, God, no. It feels like the Blair Witch Project, Tom.
This is going to be quick. Pure frickin' luck.
Oh,
Yeah.
here she is.
It's all just pure luck.
Did you see any of the other barbecues?
Not a plan. It wasn't a clever strategy. It was literally just running in and getting
Pure
lucky
dumb
with
luck.
the sausage, which...
So essentially, when you do nothing, you win. The less you do, the better you perform. What's that about?
It's my whole career, Tom.
3 minutes and 8 seconds.
Julie's a clear winner.
And Danielle.
Danielle's a clear loser.
We have Danielle with 1 point, Nina with 2, Jimmy with 3, Luke with 4, and the winner of the task is Julie with 5 points.
What's our series? This is a close episode. What's our series score at?
Make your monster meaner. The least mean monster will be eliminated.
All right, everyone knows the angry eyebrow look. I eat kids.
I think we all know...
Not everyone knows the angry eyebrow trick.
I think Julie's gone.
Yeah.
God, you got to draw more. Thank God I was knocked out.
Make your monster cuter.
Oh, Jimmy's in trouble. The girls are doing well.
I know that Luke's monster loves kids, whereas Jimmy's monster has the inner rage of a children's TV show host. I think Jimmy has to go.
Yeah.
Make your monster more prestigious.
Private school uniform, here we go. Nobel Prize.
Why is yours more prestigious, Nina?
Books.
Books.
Because of books.
Oh, yeah. Very prestigious people will read books. That's how they get their prestigion.
Prestigion?
Nobel Peace Prize
Or books.
Books.
What does prestigious mean?
You'll have plenty of time after this to go and look in a book. I think you have to go, Nina.
Okay.
Make your monster sexier.
Boobs and boobs. Oh! Oh! We had to cut away from that one, I think.
Danielle with 91, but Julia Morris is leading on 95 points.
All right, there's still the separation. And Luke is in the basement
paying
now.
attention and doing the least amount possible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Before you make your final decision, see this medal here?
Yep.
They won that for sex.
The sex grand final.
As we know, you won the grand final of sex.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's also got a medal for sex too, and it's got number 1 written on it.
Oh, we have no way of knowing whether Danielle copied Luke.
I mean, mine doesn't say I love kids.
I may have forgotten to change that.
Okay. I think I'm going to have to go with Danielle's.
Yeah. That might be enough to swing the episode.
For this episode, we have Jimmy in 5th place. Then we have a 3-way tie between Julia, Luke and Nina on 15 points, which means the winner of the episode is Danielle with 18 points.
Get on stage and take what's yours, even though they're someone else's. We'll see you next time.
Another solid episode. This show's just doing it right. It's a lot of fun. The tasks are designed really well. There's a ton of entertainment involved. Yeah, let's just dive right into the tasks, shall we? The prize task. I like ones. This is a clever one, actually. Something that someone else will miss. And the potential is so high, and I feel like 4 of the 5 contestants kind of screwed this up or didn't think enough about it. On the other hand, Danielle crushed it. You know, stealing from the Taskmaster or the assistant or another contestant is always a winning strategy on this show, and she did it great. And she picked something really clever to steal in the first place. Half of all of Nina's shoes. It's brilliant. The problem is when you look at the scoring of the episode, Julia, who brought in her daughter's gas mask, and her daughter didn't even realize the gas mask has gone missing yet, gets just 1 point less. I feel like in this sort of circumstance, either everyone needs to be, the poorer performers need to be dragged down, or you have to give bonus points to the person who crushes, you know, like there should be gold star points or something for Taskmaster. Because I feel like, yeah, I mean, Danielle won the episode, but she didn't win that task by enough. That's my thought. Then we actually got another team task, which was unexpected, but fun. Find a replacement wheel for this remote control car. And it's weird. Like, Jimmy and Danielle both found these fishing floats and it had the same idea. So either there weren't a lot of other options kicking around in the shed and stuff, or they're just both on the same wavelength, and they both went right to it. And you know, Jimmy in particular, I think, did a really good job of installing the wheel, which was important to the task, as the results show. But again, the team of 2 has the advantage, because the team of 3 leaves Luke alone with the remote control vehicle, and he decides to sit in it. It could have been catastrophic if he put all his weight in there and actually broke the dang thing. Luckily, that didn't happen, and Jimmy and Nina don't have the need to hate on Luke, but the potential for chaos is magnified with that third person, I swear. Julia just wins by doing nothing, just providing a bit of color commentary. But as she said, that seems to be her whole career. The less she does, the better she performs. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because right now she's winning the series, and we've only got 4 episodes left. She's failing upwards. The next task was age or de-age yourself. Yeah, generally speaking, I think there's more room to age yourself than de-age yourself, no matter what your age. You know, even if you're Julia, the oldest contestant, you can make yourself look 300 if you're a semi-decent actor, apparently, and walk away with this. Again, Danielle kind of crushed it. Why be practical? But again, this was I felt like this was a task where you just had to commit. I liked Jimmy's performance. He did a really good job of a 3-month-old baby. The problem is the man's only 35. So he's played himself into a corner. Whereas if you play old, then you can go 50 years plus, like Nina, who did a convincing job of a crotchety old 85-year-old. Or you can go a little bit surreal like Danielle and play 300 and commit to the cause. And kudos to her for winning. And I'm glad Luke didn't think of his brilliant solve until he was in the theater, because if he had done that on the day, that would be problematic television. But it was funny. And I don't even know where to start with Julia in this task. She broke character. I'm not sure where the 18 comes from, other than you better hope she's an adult the way she's acting. But yeah, I mean, like, I think if I was doing this one, I probably would go, I wouldn't think of making myself more than 100 years old. I would only think I could do old better than young, but I've got 50 years max either way. I feel like I could play an old man, but I definitely have to do something with my haircut. But, paint on some liver spots, really lean into the stoop. You could make it work. You could play yourself, on your deathbed and not even get out of bed. I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know. I'm not an actor, so I don't know. I don't know at all. And then we have rescued the sausage from the Barbie. It's an interesting task, but I feel too much of it's left to luck. Too much of it was just. Sometimes it is just running around aimlessly. Absolutely, sometimes it is, but it's not nearly as rewarding as twigging on the winning strategy for a task, as opposed to just like by pure chance running into the right room in the house first. One of the weaker designed tasks of the series so far, but by no means terrible, it's not going to be a memorable task. And the task said they'd be judged based on how burnt their sausages were, but really they're basing the scoring on time, because you can't distinguish between a hot dog that's been burnt for 7.5 minutes versus one that's been burnt for 7 minutes and 45 seconds. They essentially look the same. If you're properly grading by burnt, then I want to see like this sausage was 47.3% burnt, and this one was 48.2% burnt. And Lesser Tom has proven he can do the stats and the math on other tasks. So if that's what the task says, that's what I want to see on the show. And I got to agree with Danielle. That's not a Barbie. Barbie's blonde. And after all of that, I don't feel like they used the GoPro footage nearly enough. Like, you're strapping them all on with chest GoPros so that they're running around, but we've got camera crews following them around too. And in general, the camera crew is going to do a better job of filming than the person running. I was hoping that those cameras would be more a part of the task, but they really weren't. Oh well, not every task is going to hit, but it was fine. My favorite part of that task was Danielle trying to figure out the code that wasn't there. Bread, pumpkin, corn. What can it mean? And then we had the final task on stage, and this was the first time, I think, that had a team task out on location that didn't also have a team task as the final task. So that was actually good to see. I'm glad that wasn't turning into a regular pattern. The less predictable the show is, the better. So we had the, make your monster scary, then make it cute, then make it prestigious, which apparently Nina doesn't know what it means, then make it sexy. I think Tom scored it right every round. Well done to Danielle for winning that. Well done to her for winning the episode. Julia is winning the series right now. Danielle's not far behind. Luke's not far behind them. Then there's definitely a gap to Nina and Luke. And I don't think that gap's going to get closed. But I think it's still anyone's game amongst Julia, Danielle, and Jimmy. And I think a lot of it's going to come down to the team tasks, because those tend to be the ones that really swing things. So if Jimmy and the bad improv troupe can string together a couple of team task wins, then this could flip. On the other hand, if Julia and Danielle continue to be strong as a team, then they might fully separate from Jimmy and the duo in the basement. But yeah, 4 episodes, anything can happen. Way too early to say this is our guaranteed winner. One of the interesting things that was mentioned in this episode that I find quite enlightening is Danielle said that when they were doing the team task, she and Julia, the remote control car, this was the one where she thought Julia might be sabotaging, which means to me that Danielle's a fan of the show. Danielle has seen the UK version where there have been sabotage tasks. I think they did it in New Zealand as well. So she's half expecting that there will be something similar here. She's prepared for that. And I do feel like if you're a fan of the show, if you've seen all the UK series, if you've seen New Zealand, if you've seen some of the foreign language ones as well, then you're probably in a better mindset for the competition. That being said, I'm not seeing anyone check under the table in any of these tasks. So what's going on? Is that not something that New Zealand or Australia are ever going to do? Because I feel like that's almost become de rigueur for the original, the UK version. Like, check under the table for extra clues or extra tools and materials. Look for the hidden clue in the room. Look for the light switch on the wall. I can't recall seeing any of those sorts of twists in either this series or the 2 New Zealand series that I've seen. Don't tell me if that happens in New Zealand Series 1, because I'm going to react to that, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I feel like there's an opportunity there that hasn't been cashed in yet, if that hasn't been done. Anyway, yeah, another great episode. Congrats to Danielle for winning. Congrats to Julia for leading at this point. Luke and Nina, despite being in the basement, are, in my mind, the most entertaining of the contestants. So good for them in that regard. And yeah, until next week, everybody. Take care. Stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.